Energy and persistence conquer all things. Benjamin Franklin. My friends, that kind of advice coming from a couple of hundred plus years ago, energy and persistence. We didn't come up with the things that motivate us and get us going. This advice has been around forever. And that's such great advice, energy and persistence. And again, with that, you can master these charts. This is not rocket science. It is charting art. You just need to practice each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, and enjoy it, my friends. If you're not enjoying this, if you find it tedious, or you're just, that probably means you're spending too much time in it. Now, reading, of course, when you first start, it's super exciting, and understand you just can't put it down. I get it. But again, there is no magic bullet other than the energy and persistence to conquer all things. You will learn this by doing it each and every day. All we ask is 10 to 15 minutes. Don't need to burn yourself out. You're going to get there. You're going to get there in time, and don't worry about how long it takes, because once you master the charts, you will make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks and gold up, bonds and Bitcoin down. Nothing raging today. As we look at where we are on the S&P 500, it's up 0.14%. Now again, we drew this horizontal ray for you here, the purple, showing you where things topped out before. And of course, we're about in the same spot this week. We're sitting right there on it. Are we going to get the energy enough to push through it? Well, you can see how these candles on the 2-day chart, they keep slowing down and getting smaller. And in fact, the first day of the Wednesday 2-day candle is slowing down a lot. You can see this red volume doesn't mean negative. I explain that all the time, the way we have our volume set up. We click the box that said it'll give you a red volume metric if the opening is lower than the prior close. So that's all that's telling us. But it's also telling us that, and it's also telling us that we don't have a lot of volume there, and you can look here on the half day, where it was a red spinning top in the morning and then a little green up candle, little tiny one in the afternoon, didn't hit average volume on either one. So a slow day, slowing down as it hits this top. What is going to push it through? Maybe nothing. Maybe it'll roll over and head down hard. So what will we be ready to do? We'll be ready to take our profit and pull that trade. But again, we are watching very closely as to it slowing down as it gets here, and whether it's going to get enough punch to push through. If it does back off and starts to roll over, then of course we'll look for possibly going short if indeed that occurs. Now, what's up with the NASDAQ 100? It was up double what the S&P was, but again, not much, 0.30. We don't have that problem with the NASDAQ 100. It's got a ways to go to get up to where it was before, but we see the candle backing off, not hitting the high of last week yet. We see where the volume is 2 days into the week. We have a doji just about, a red one with low volume on the 2-day chart, first day of the latest 2-day candle. We saw where things were up in the morning, and then we saw that was with volume, and then backing off in the afternoon. And again, not as, there was a lot of range there, not a lot, some range there, particularly down in the morning that you didn't have in the afternoon. So things seem to be slowing. We'll pay attention to the Qs too. Still long both the S&P and the Qs. Our trade is on the Qs. Hopefully you're practice trading with us. We don't give real market advice. We're an education firm. We don't take that liability. We're just here spreading the knowledge we have, and we hope you are enjoying it. And thank you again for all the emails and praise that we do get. We appreciate you. We're happy to bring this to you every single day. I explained many times to you guys in the past that I'm the real winner here. I'm in this market each and every day, and the more I explain it, the more I really have to focus and tell you what I see it just drills it into my head and makes me a better and better trader each and every day. So thank you. Let's see where we are with 20-year bonds. They're down today, 0.17%. Again, we look at where the volume is this week. Hasn't been great volume the last 2 weeks. We again have another potential ceiling here, which we're hitting up on. And we will see where that continues to go. We can see this 2-day candle going from green to red, really dropping over. We see where the half day also punched down in the morning, covered a little bit in the afternoon. Again, it wasn't down much, 0.17%. That's not 1.7, it's 0.17%. So not down too much. But again, we see where it's having a hard time, like the S&P is, pushing through this potential ceiling here. We'll see where 20-year bonds go. What about gold? Gold up 0.27%. Gold just keeps on trying to keep it on. Was struggling in the morning, but pushed up in the afternoon, getting right up there toward average volume. Not so much to see volume there on the 2-day. Not a lot to see there on the weekly. We look at where the prior high was last week, 234.01. This week, 233.50. So we're not hitting the high of last week yet. And again, that's why not just trusting your eye, because I could have thought it was right up there. But of course, if you look over here where when you line up the candle, it gives you what the high, low, open, close are. You can see the high 234.01. Last week, 233.50 this week, so we hadn't hit the high yet. But again, gold up for the day. And again, things trying to keep moving up. We'll continue to keep our eye on gold and see how high gold will go. What about Bitcoin? Pulling back some for the day, 1.93%, our big downer for the day. Not a lot down as far as Bitcoin goes. We can see where in the prior 2 days Bitcoin was moving up, then down in the morning and in the afternoon. And again, we look at where we are for the week. We've gone from a red spinning top to a green spinning top to a green up candle. And again, volume, not much to write home about. Not much on the 2-day. We see on the half day we had some volume in the afternoon, in the morning, but none in the afternoon. So again, I wish we had a volume metric here to help us jump into what could be a turnaround or just a flop. And we shall wait, watch, and see. That is where we are as we end the day and get ready to move into Wednesday. We so appreciate you being with us. Hey, if you're a Patreon member, as soon as I finish this recording, get it uploading. I'm going to record Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies and upload that to the Patreon page. Then, of course, we email all our stuff out to you on Thursdays. But again, Patreon members have early access, Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. Hope that you enjoy it. We always love to hear from everyone. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.